Hello, my friends. It's me, KP. I'm here in my studio, The Moon and the Maker, home of ArtFoamies, and I'm here for ArtFoamie Fun Friday. Oh, if you can believe it's Friday already. I feel like I literally blink and it's Friday. So welcome. I hope you had a great week. Let's say hello to Lynn, to Nancy, Catherine, Ellen, Sharon, Sue, Bernadette. Oh my goodness, Debbie Martin, Janice, Nancy, Lydia, Linda, Krabby Abby is here, Heather, Pam, Patty, Anita, Christina, Shar. Oh my goodness, what a great group. We, I, I'm so happy that you're here, but I think, oh my gosh, it's Friday and you're here with me. How honored and how unbelievable. Roberta, Tammy, Susan, who else is here? Ginger, nice to see you. I've missed you so much. Um, Brianna is here. Elsie, Phyllis, Dare B is here. Cecilia, Maxie Moon. Yay, Maxie's here. Marie, and I see some new names. Odette and Catherine, my friend, and Puffer. All right, so I want you to know I'm feeling very chipper. It's really hot in here, so if I get sweaty, just ignore that. It's not sweat, it's glistening. But no, seriously, I've kind of been struggling all week with a bad tooth. I broke a tooth, and it's just been a nightmare trying to get it fixed. I actually went yesterday and had a temporary filling put in it to get me through until my next appointment, and literally the filling fell out before I even got home. I didn't do anything. I literally didn't drink anything or eat anything. It fell out in the driveway as soon as I got home. So my tooth is still, but I'm not feeling that bad. So surprisingly, it's not great, but it's not horrible. So I'm very happy to still be here and be feeling as, great as I actually am. Okay, so Debbie Martin, nice to see you. Jody, hi, welcome. Mary Lynn is in the house. Nice to see you. So, okay, we're going to have a little ArtFoamie fun. I have some exciting stuff. I just have a lot to share with you. So, and it's been, like I said, kind of a crazy week because of the whole tooth thing and just a lot of stuff going on, but we're still going to have some fun because that's what we do. And we have just keep coming back because we have a lot of new things happening and a lot of stuff to share with you. So next week, we even have more surprises. So I'm going to turn this camera around. Oh, and I want you to know, I wore my new Taylor Swift. Yes, I'm a Swiftie. Any other Swifties here, I would love to know. Maxie Moon is here, and I know she's a Swiftie. Thank you so much, Patty. And Patty's Vintage Shop. Make sure that you like each other and that you follow each other. Patty's Vintage Shop. I know that she will also tell you to like and share this video, and I really appreciate that. Yes, thank you. Would you like to see the back? Yeah, I can do it with a broken heart, and that's we have something really exciting. Maxie Moon, as you know, is not only somebody who I love and adore and depend on. she's almost like she's like our right hand person around here too. So she's my daughter, and she works for us, and she has designed some stamps, and I always am like kind of bugging her saying like, Maxie, design some more stamps, design some more stamps. So the other day she comes in and she's like, I'm going to pull a KP. She says, I have an idea and let's do it right now. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to share with you Maxie Moon's brainstorm, and I'm super excited that she has designed some new ArtFoamies. Let me get this camera over here. There we go. Yay, Maxie Moon says she's wearing hers today too. That is so funny. We did not know that each other was wearing the t-shirts that, yes, I bought us each a gift because, just the saying, I can do it with a broken heart. I think we can all relate to that. And I certainly can. Anyway, so Maxie Moon has come out with a brilliant idea, and I'm going to share it with you right now. It is going to be, well, it is called, these are the first sets, okay? And they are called Pop Culture Poetry. Yes, Pop Culture Poetry. So for those of you who love ArtFoamie poetry, remember that we do and I should have grabbed some. Let me grab one, okay? Okay. This is Art Foamy Poetry, where we have sets of random words that create, poetry. Basically, if you all remember magnetic poetry, it sort of works like that. You can find a set that has words that you love, and then you can mix and match them. And remember, you can also do your own custom words in this font, in this size, okay? However, we are using the same font, okay, the same typewriter font, only it is a little smaller, okay? So this is how it still works together really nicely. However, the actual size is a tad bit smaller, okay? The letters on our regular Art Foamy Poetry, and I'm just going to say this, we really did debate and we really talked and thought about it. But we love the way that it mixes and matches. Okay, let me go ahead and stamp one of these words for you, okay? Let's stamp just this word somewhere so that you can kind of see. I have a little black gesso on my scrap buddy here. Okay, so that's the size of our Art Foamy Poetry, okay? And then this is the size of our new, my brain is blank now. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you get old. Don't get old, folks. No, I'm just kidding. That's what my dad always used to say. Anyway, help me out here. What do we call these? Because I'm just, all I can think of is Art Foamy Poetry, and then Poetic License, because Poetic License is where you can go on our website and you can make your own word in the same font, okay? So pop culture, that's it, pop culture poetry, okay? A little bit smaller of a font, but we love the way it mixes and matches. And also you get more words, so it's kind of nice. Also, keeping in mind, yes, thank you, it came to me finally. It just needs a nudge. It's like on the tip of your tongue, and when I'm just going in this sort of mode, my brain is a million miles away already, So these words, okay, will repeat sometimes, okay? Yeah, pop culture poetry is going to be the name of Maxie's collections, because we have all sorts of pop culture that we want to incorporate, right? There's all sorts of things. And as usual, please, we love your suggestions too. Keep that in mind. And so many of you that have followed and been Art Foamy, Moonies and Art Foamy lovers know that we do take your suggestions very seriously, and we really like to bring your ideas to life, So if you have ideas for pop culture, please send those to Maxie. However, she does have a long list, and of course we had to do, as Swifties, we had to come out with our Taylor Swift versions first, okay? So we have 3 sets, okay? And we have Taylor's version, which has these words, has sparks fly, mean December cowboy, me too, problems like mine, backstory, bejeweled, love, like champagne. So those words, and how many are there? One. So it does say Taylor's version also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 words on this set, okay? And I think this is set number 3, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, you can go on our website and check it out. Oh, Lynn, I'm so sorry. Maybe you can refresh. Carissa, welcome. Jan. All right, so our other set is this, and it has a little broken heart and the following words, okay? And then you all know that I've been sort of storing my Art Foamies this way, and I really like it because I can see what's in there. I should have it a little more organized, but I've been busy. No, not yet, Carissa, but please definitely keep that in mind because we do have some ideas for other pop culture things that could include that. All right, and then the third, or the, I think this is actually set number 1, and it is, yes, this is set number 1. It says Swiftie, the number 13, 1989, and of course all of her album titles so far, with the little music note as the motif, or as the the little. A lot of our Art Foamy poetry sets have either a number or a little image. Yeah, such a good idea. All right, so those are the Art Foamy pop culture sets. And then Maxie also, this has been her idea. So one of the things, about coming out with new stuff, sometimes we just literally have to squeeze it in where we can. And this has been sort of on our minds for a while, of doing a typewriter that fits many of our Art Foamy poetry words, and of course now the new um, the new pop culture words. Now, it won't fit all of them, right? Because some of them are going to be a little too long, but there are, of course, different ways that you can incorporate them. And I did want to show you, I haven't really finished it yet, but I was able to make a little Rolodex, which I love. And of course, this will also make a great card. You can put any greeting that you would want in there. And then I wanted to show it to you in shrink. Okay, I did do a little bit of shrink plastic and made sort of it's kind of a big charm, I won't lie, but I think it would be a cute addition to a card or journal. Maybe a gift tag, maybe you can make a luggage tag, all sorts of fun stuff with your, this typewriter is large, okay? It is about 6 by 6. All right, so yeah, Linda P wants a card-sized typewriter, and yes, I know, and we talked about it, okay? However, if we do a card-sized typewriter, I will have to, or we will have to reconfigure it a little bit because it won't shrink down very well. So we'll have to do kind of a different image. All right. But I do love it, and it is really fun. Again, for Rolodexy, or I also think, now I didn't, let me stamp it over a little further on the page, because I think that I could actually make a card from the whole dang thing. So let's get a piece of this nice thick watercolor paper. Okay, this, I don't know how many of you know this. It's not really a secret. If you have a Five Below near you, this watercolor paper comes from there. It's like $5. Megan Quinlan is actually the one who turned me and our whole group onto this paper. I love it for things like greeting cards and Rolodexes because it's smooth. It takes a lot of mixed media, and it's very heavy. Okay, so it makes a great card. And this is what I want to try. And I have, of course, some other things to show you. I'm all sort of all over the place, but that's okay. You can follow along. I'm going to get a little black gesso. I'm going to put that on my scrap buddy. And I'm going to carefully, now I just want to mention, when I do this on my Art Foamies, this is a sponge, okay, and it's holding paint. I don't smash it down, okay, because if I smash it down, it's going to get down in the crevices, and it's going to get on all the recessed areas that I don't necessarily want it to. So I'm just tapping, and I'm, tapping lightly yet firmly, okay, but trying my best not to get all that paint all down in the recessed areas. Now, it can be challenging, especially when there's a lot of flat space, okay, but just keep it in mind. Again, this, I may have a little shadow stamping. I'm going to live with that, all right? Another way you could do it is if you spread out your ink or your gesso on onto like a gel print pad or onto like a baking mat, like a silicone baking mat, you can use that more as like a stamping pad, and it won't smush up into those recessed areas as much, okay? Oh, that's awesome. Sherry says they will ship the paper to you. You don't have to have a Five Below near you. I ordered some online. That's awesome. Yes. And they have, yeah, wow, that's awesome. Bernadette says they also have other watercolor paper that is supposed to be 100% cotton. So that's great. I did not know that. Now, I will tell, oops, I didn't get the best image, but I will tell you a couple things. This might not be quite wide enough. I probably should have used a little bit wider of a paper, but I could also maybe score that there. I don't know. I'm just going to try it, okay? So let's go ahead and let me score this. Right along that line and see if it will be wide enough. Oops, oh gosh, I just broke my bone folder. I don't know my own strength. All right, so I do need a little bit wider of a paper, unless I were just to go ahead and cut that off, or not care if I have a little bit of overhang. The other thing I want to mention, if you have a wider word, okay, you could actually not ink this part in and or make a wider sheet of paper to just fit right in there, right over the top, and have a bigger word or greeting, you know? So let's go ahead and cut this right to the line here. And the other thing that I love about this stamp is that even though it, you know, has some curves and things, it's not too bad to fussy cut because it has such thick border, you know, such thick lines. So great job. Love this stamp and all of the words and phrases. And I haven't even shown you, Maxie also for her pop culture poetry did some phrases or some lyrics from some of the popular songs, just in a more tiny font, which also fits very nicely right on the page. So even though it's not a card size, right, you can still make a fun card. All right, now I can even just leave that, or I guess if you want to fussy cut that out just a little bit more, nothing wrong with that, right? Also, honestly, you could even cut into there and let it just hang by the one little piece if you wanted to. So, and like I said, it's not perfect because it doesn't come all the way over, but you get the idea, right? And why not? Your card doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical, right? All right, so a couple fun things. Like I said, if you do have a bigger greeting that you would like to put, or you could even, you know, possibly do something like this and make it, you know, even longer if you want to. And if I did that, I would actually go ahead and make it the same width at the bottom, and then slit this a little bit, or stamp that so that it still fits into the motif. Does that make sense? And you could have like something, you know, coming all the way out. Also, I think it'd be really fun to, you know, go ahead and put the letters on the keys. You could spell out a special date, or you could spell out happy birthday, something like that. So here, ahead and fix it up a little bit where it didn't quite stamp as crisply as I would like. So of course you can fill all that in just using a little paint marker. And the same, you know, if I want to make this all dark, go ahead and just take a little bit of your black gesso again and fix that up. So cute, right? And then, of course, like a little happy birthday or I love you or, you know, whatever you want to say. X's and O's, bon voyage. I don't know. Let's see. Um, reading, reading. Yes, Linda says, I've hoarded a few vintage typewriters and I have a desktop rotary phone. Cool. Oh my gosh. A desktop rotary phone would be so cute too. Anyway, I would love to paint this turquoise. Okay. And I will say, let's go ahead and blow dry it real quick. It would also be really cute. You could put some book pages here, something like that. I will show you quickly here. Let me go ahead. I'm just going to get an ink pad, black ink pad here. See if these will stamp up okay. I have a little acrylic on them, so yeah. So I love you. It's ruining my life. That's a good one. This one says, "Am I allowed to cry?" These are great for journaling, and again, they are lyrics from popular Tay Tay songs. I can do it with a broken heart. And these all come in a little set. So there's 5 of these phrases in a set. I remember it all too well. That's nice, especially if you forget a birthday. I love that. And then this one says, long story short, I survived. I love that. I'm going to use that right here. No, I'm gonna use I remember it all too well. Because that's good for a birthday card, especially like I said, if you forgot. A belated birthday card. So cute, right? I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So good job, Maxie Moon. I love you. That was just so clever. We got to keep them coming. She's only had like, I don't know. How many stamps do you have in your line before this, Maxie? Like 6 or something. And I keep saying, let's add some more. Ooh, yes, Jan, that is so hilarious. That's what my grandma was. My grandma was how do you say it, comptometer? Or I'm pretty sure she worked for a cruise line company, Matson Lines. I am going to use a little bit of Jane Davenport's layer cakes for this, because I think since I did use a little bit of black gesso, it should be dry enough to go ahead and just smush on a little color. And who doesn't love an old vintage teal typewriter? I think I did my my shrinky one, one in pink, which is so cute too. maybe, oh, just let's do a little sort of, oh, that's a little too bright, but a little yellowy. Oh gosh, I want to smush that back. I don't like that. Okay, let me get some white and smush that out. Little of this sort of parchment color instead. And again, love the layer cakes because you can get great coverage. Covers over. It's just it's really a nice paint that is, I consider it to be very user-friendly paint. Great for projects like this. Love the ease of it. And again, you get good coverage. A little gray maybe. Oh, let's get some gray. Gray up in here. And then kind of behind these keys maybe too. I don't know. We'll just have fun with it. You know, that's what we're here for. Colored pencils would be good too. You could do some really nice little pops of color, value, detail, stuff like that. If you went over it with your colored pencils. All right, so anyway, just, yeah, I would keep kind of painting this in and just having a little fun with it. And I'm thinking, oh yes, I guess this little bar could be turquoise too. I think I wish I didn't stamp that crooked, but it's okay. Anyway, you get the idea. Fun, quick card. Or maybe it's, maybe I take a little more time. Definitely try to, I think a happy belated birthday would be hilarious inside here. And, and then again, it does measure, well, the card a little wider, but this is actually, so it's about 5.5 by 6.25. All right. And again, remember that you could definitely reconfigure this however you want. If you wanted to cut it shorter, if you wanted to make it bigger, whatever. So that is kind of a fun thing that it allows you to, change the shape. You could also, like, keep this in mind. You could actually cut this off and make a slit and have it come out. Okay. Something, I may work on that. Maybe we'll do that like in Daily Heart sometime. Super fun and cute, Maxi Moon. And again, I haven't made Dexies in a while, so I have to put this in my Dexie to commemorate this special new release. All right. So again, the Swifty stuff, the typewriter for Maxi Moon. All right. Yay. And then I'm going to stop for a second. I have a couple other things still to show you and share with you. But you want to do the number game for a typewriter? How about that? All right. We're all having a combo that I am not in on at all over here. Let's see. All right. Well, I can't get, so Sue says, question, are the layer cakes ink or paints? Great question, Sue. They are paints. They are sort of like a in between, and I'm just saying like because they are sort of like a watercolor and sort of like a gouache. Jane Davenport did um, create these to be sort of a hybrid, and they are just a really great mixed media paint. Okay, so I love them, and I love the ease. I love the way they come in these sort of you know, wheel palettes, but they also do come in these bars as well. Okay, so and they're only available on janedavenport.com. And look, I do not get anything for sharing. It is just my pleasure. Okay, because I like them a lot, and I like Jane a lot. So anyway, all right. If you have any questions or thoughts, of course, let me know. Oh, I know. I wanted to show you too. I didn't get a chance to do all that I wanted to do yet, as usual. But these little phrases make such great little charms. And I don't know if you can tell, but I do have a little hole on each side so that I could put a little jump ring and then string it to a chain or charm, or maybe even put them on like a little, you know, friendship bracelet. I will be working on some of those because Maxie Moon makes all these bracelets too. So I want to make her some of these to incorporate into her bracelets somehow. I think that would be really cute. Or you could even do little, you know, little charm necklaces. You can punch holes in your shrink plastic also to hang other things down from the bottom. So be on the watch out. You know, I know, you know that we do collaborations with Fodder School, which I love. And Keisha Devaney recent, or I always say her name wrong. Keisha, I'm just going to say Keisha. Devaney, I think. Keisha does a lot with shrink, and she actually, her recent Fodder School lesson was all about the shrink, okay, or had a lot of shrinky stuff. So these would be great, or, you know, doing words and incorporating phrases into your shrinks are also a great idea. All right. So I'm going to set that aside and just show you a couple other things that we have new in our shop. It's not, you know, like a big launch like some of our awesome special guests. Well, Maxie is an awesome guest, but and a special one, but you know, she's here with us forever and always. You know, it's sort of just adding to her collection, as are these stamps that I'm about to share with you. So, you know, we just like to throw them in there sometimes, right? So I don't know how many of you saw a few weeks ago, I did a painting that had the word happy. I've already sent it away. So anyway, it had the word happy, and it was not an art foamy that was available. But so many of you asked for it after I shared that painting that we went ahead and turned it into a stamp. So here it is, happy, and it is block lettering, and it is about 6 inches by 1.5. And of course, we could not do happy in this way without doing vote right now. Okay, we just thought vote really needs to be out there so that you can make cards, you can make postcards, you can make t-shirts, you can just you can make a bumper stickers, you can journal about it. I mean, we need this vote stamp, right? So both of these now are available. Let me stamp them for you just so you can see. And oh, good. Let's do, well, I wanted to, yeah, let's just do some neon pink. Okay, some pink crush. So let's see. Carissa says, I can't unsee the smiley face in the typewriter. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I see it now too. I literally do. I just now saw it. I love that. Oh, it's a happy typewriter. What can I say? Let's see. Well, you can use spray fixative on layer cakes to seal and write on top. Oh my gosh, that's an awesome tip. Thank you so much. Ooh, look how good. And these are great because you can then take your paint pens and such and you can do fun things, you know, right inside, or you can even, I don't know, like you can stamp, you can stencil, but you definitely can do little doodles inside, right? Polka dots, maybe, patterns, whatever you want. Just whatever mark making and little doodles and doodads you like to do. You could also do, of course, different colors, and that would be fun too. So there's happy, and that is happy, right? I think that's pretty happy. And then let's do vote, and we have to do that. Um, how about in a beautiful shade of blue? Just because I'm feeling that way. So workable fixative, that is a great idea and a great tip. So Jan, I was hoping the end of August, but I don't think that's happening. So I'm gonna shoot for September. You know, it's just been one holdup after another. Oh, I love it, don't you? So this would make great postcards, and of course in this one we can do some stars and stripes, right? I love them both. Anyway, that's that. And then we also by request, okay? Because remember earlier, I was telling you all how we do take your requests very seriously. Well, my friends, the other day, well, not the other day, about a few weeks ago, somebody wrote me and she said, please, will you do some chucks and pearls? And I said, huh? Chucks and pearls. I didn't really, uh-oh, I'm crusty here. You can hear I had some acrylic paint on here. You can hear it that it's kind of sounding a little crunchy. So let me try using gesso instead. Anyway, she said, will you do some chucks and pearls? And I really didn't know what she was talking about at first. It took me a minute, and then I came right back and I said, oh, yes, I will. And she said, really? Because I really want to do some postcards. And I said, really? Let me do it. So I went right away. I did it literally that day. Well, no, actually, that's not true. There's more to the story. She wrote me back about a week later and she said, were you serious? And I said, yes, I'll do it right now. And so that's the story. And I don't know if I'm getting a very good image. Well, it's not that bad. I did a right and a left because, you know, I love my Converse and we just needed this imagery of hope, okay? Running towards hope. So there's the chucks. Oops, again, not the bat. It was a little crunchy, my friends. I'm sorry about that. And then we got some pearls. I got, again, let's see. Guess I'm gonna stamp this just in the pink again, okay? Just so you can see it size wise. And I thought this was kind of cute for a little journal spot. Okay, so it's about 3 inches, and the opening is about 2.5 by 3 or something like that. All right, so you got some pearls that way, and then we also did them a little more, and it's kind of fun because these, remember, you can kind of move these. So if you want to like make them, you know, move a different way, you can. All right, so kind of fun. Drape them around things. Yeah, so cute, right? So there you have it, my friends. The new stuff over at ArtFoamies. You know, because we have to bring you some new exciting stuff and be involved in pop culture. You know, what else? That's what we do. We've got to make some fun. Dana, thank you so much. Let's play the numbers game. Oh, I do have one other thing I wanted to share really quickly because so many of you had asked about it. I don't know if I don't know. I honestly don't know when a lot of stuff gets listed. So recently also, again, talking about the so I don't know how many of you know that over in my Patreon, Blue has Blue's News once a month where she does offer a suggestion box. And if your suggestion is chosen, then we will do a stamp for you and you will get that stamp for free. Okay. So, Shar, she had suggested a portal, and this was the portal stamp. It is now lit. So Shar was sent one of these. Shar, I hope that you received it. And I don't know how many of you remember, we did this with it. I believe I started this last week with the Collage Soup book, which again, I do have a few Collage Soup books left. So you can grab them through Collage Soup over on Amazon, or you can also get one from me. Okay. And I only have a few left. So I would love it if you snap them up. Anyway, so yes, and this is super fun because it is 2 pieces. So you can use this portal as, you know, an entire stamp, okay, or in pieces, and that's kind of a cool thing to do. And again, many of you asked also about this figure, and so I wanted to share with you, this is actually the figure that I used to create her, and this is how she looks in her literal stamp form. She does not have a face, so I add my own faces as I encourage others to do. And then also you can change her hair by just not stamping it. And so that's how I ended up with this piece, and also this piece. So, you know, a lot of times I'm just using my own stuff to reimagine and inspire new works. And that is a way that you also get a lot of cohesive, you know, a body of work. So anyway, wanted to share all that because I have had some questions since last week. Okay. And of course, if you have any other questions, you know where to find me, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to secretly write down a number. I'm going to give all of you the opportunity to guess one number only between 1 and 100. The person that gets closest without going over will win. Well, you know what? Since we have so many new things, just how about a $20 gift card, okay? So that's what we're going to do, and that way you can choose. I said a typewriter, but that way maybe you already bought the typewriter. a $20 gift card. You can choose what you want, okay? So, again, guess I'm going to give you, it's 4:47 right now. I'm going to give you until 4:50 to guess a number between 1 and 100. And then you will win a $20 gift card if you are the first person to guess it without going over. All right. I will call out your name and number so that you know I saw it. Again, only one number per person. And here we go. Let's see. Debbie Martin, 68. Sue, 69. Jan, 56. Terry Moore, 53. Lydia, 12. Sharon, 16. Craft Girl on Mac, 45. Susan, 7. Tammy Ward, 21. Evelyn, 17. Linda, 39. Nancy's Art, 42. Sherry, 15. Shar, 14. Linda, 24. Ginger, 2. Phyllis, 42. Krabby Abby, 17. Catherine Guerrero, 60. Orange Spiral, 3. Patty, 92. Patty's Vintage Shop, 92. Roberta, 29. Janice Sigmund, 13. Heather Bailey, 27. Mary Lynn, 17. Acme Post, 47. Cecilia, 74. Karina, 55. Christina, Reverend Christina, 23. Sharon, 85. Dana, 99. Leah Foy, 11. Nancy Gray, 5. Pam Shales, 12. Kathy, 33. Ellen, 22. Carissa, 33. Bernadette, 61. If you did not hear me call your name and number, please say your same number again so I can call it out. If you did, that's fine. We have just a couple more seconds to go. If any stragglers want to call out a last number. All right. Here we are, going once, going twice, going 3 times. Okay, no more numbers. And we do have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner is Ginger Sparks with the number 2. Congrats, Ginger. That's so fun. I'm so happy that you won. Well, I love it when any of you win, of course. So, Ginger Sparks, I will email you tomorrow because usually, I have to be honest, we don't usually get it done the night of. Okay, so Ginger Sparks, a $20 gift card will be in your inbox tomorrow. All right. Mwah. All right. Any thoughts or questions? We are not having an after party tonight. As many of you know, I do often have an after party for my Patreon group, and I usually try to at least do it a couple times a month. But I had it scheduled off for tonight, which I'm really grateful because the whole tooth thing has got me, kind of tired, to be honest, and also hungry because I can't eat a lot. So right now I'm starving and going to go eat some more soup. Anyway, I'm going to turn this camera around and say good night and bid you adieu. I doubt I said that very well, but I love you, Maxie Moon. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, for ArtFoamies, and I love your new stamps. Anyway, thank you all for being here with me. I really appreciate you coming and spending time with me on Friday. And you know the deal. Stay safe, stay sane, stay makey. I love you to the moon and back. And I'll see you next week or real soon. Bye.